Pittsburgh Steelers are ready to kick off the preseason as they are looking to have a repeat performance of last year, only they want to make it farther than the divisional round as they knocked out the Bengals in the wildcard round, but were knocked out by the eventual Super Bowl champion Denver Broncos as they look to redeem themselves this year. But it's going to be a little bit harder with star second-string wide receiver Martavis Bryant is going to be out the entire season, suspended for drug use. The policy, players not allowed to smoke that dank kush. But nothing to worry about, as the Steelers are confident that Sammy Coates and Marcus Wheaton will be good enough to take his place on the team. And I'm hoping they are as well, because we have a good offense, but we can't just rely on Antonio Brown and Ben the entire time, especially the first few weeks with Le'Veon Bell going to be out suspended. We do not want to have to deal with the Steelers losing, especially the fans will be upset if the Steelers are losing, because we all know Pittsburgh's diehard fans love their team but hate to see them lose. As we take a look at the preseason schedule, they will start off with the Lions, Eagles, Saints in the middle, and then round it all off like every year at Carolina, take on the Panthers. As we take a look at the Steelers practice, everybody in full pads for the first time this year. Big Ben looking as good as ever. Antonio Brown, Wheaton, everybody was there. Everybody was having fun. And, well, hopefully what we saw in practice, at least on an offensive side, because the offense was great, the defense definitely could have used a lot of improvements. Hopefully we see this throughout the season, and I'm going to make a bold statement here. I think the Steelers will win the AFC North, and I think they will win 12 games. So I think the Steelers will be 12-4, and I think the Steelers will make it to the Super Bowl this year, but I think they will lose the Super Bowl. I think they'll make it, but I do not think they will win it because of a lack of experience in the Super Bowl. Other than really Big Ben and James Harrison and a couple other guys, not many players, and at least many players at skill positions, are used to playing in this type of atmosphere. If they do make the Super Bowl, like I said, I expect them to make it to. So hopefully my prediction doesn't come out to be completely stupid. Hopefully the Steelers at least win the division. I think that should be something they need to do every year. With the Ravens, they kind of fell off last year. Obviously the Browns, they're not very good. And then the Bengals, obviously, our biggest threat in the division, in my opinion. But I think the Steelers can easily handle the Bengals. And because we played 2 games against each division rival. So that is 6 games against our 3 division rivals, the Browns, the Ravens, and the Bengals. And I think the Steelers win at least 5. I should say at least 4, because they always struggle against the Ravens. So they should beat the Ravens in at least 1, if not both. Obviously, they should beat the Browns. And I think they may split the season series against the Bengals, because the Bengals, I don't like them, but they are a good football team. And speaking of the Bengals, Vontaze Burfict is going to miss the Steelers-Bengals game in Week 2, considering the fact that he is suspended for, I believe, the first 2 or 3 weeks. Not sure which number of weeks he is suspended for. Hopefully, I just want him to be suspended. I do not like this man. He seems to not like us anymore, especially the players, more than he dislikes the fans. But I'm really looking forward to this Bengals-Steelers matchup, even though I'm kind of upset that Burfict won't be able to play in the first matchup in Pittsburgh, because I want to see what the Steelers fans would do to him. They'd probably, all the Bengals fans are throwing trash at Ben in the playoff game. They'd probably throw beer cans at him and beer bottles at him, and they ain't trying to hurt him. I know that for sure. I would enjoy watching that, but that's not what football's about. Football is about playing as a team, and that's what the Steelers are going to need to do this year. They're going to need to have good teamwork. They can't all be about one player, especially on defense, because our defense is not very strong. James Harrison is 38, and he is just starting right outside linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 38. That is ridiculous. So, hopefully, the Steelers play how they should as a unit, and if the Steelers play as good as they can, they could be a Super Bowl favorite, even though they have to still go up against teams like the Patriots, the Broncos, and then, of course, in the NFC, you got the Cowboys, the Panthers. These teams always dangerous. Always got to watch out for teams, whether they're in your conference or not. But that is going to do it for the show today. Pittsburgh Steelers held their first full padded practice, and we will have preseason's game 1 and 4 airing on here as soon as they are to come. Hopefully the Steelers can show what they got in the preseason, and hopefully if the Steelers play well, I think the Steelers could definitely win all 4 games in this preseason. If they play well in the preseason, hopefully it goes over into the regular season. I can't wait to see the season start, and I'm ready. Let's go.